Hey everyone, I'm gonna admit something to you guys. I almost decided not to do the stream because this is gonna get on my nerves. This stream is going to make me angry. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to do this. I don't know if I want to do this. I don't. This is not good. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try to be calm about this, right? But forgive me if I fail, okay? Forgive me if I fail. No, you know what? Don't forgive me. I don't care. You're not okay here. All right. So what do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Look at this. Kyle Kulinski on his channel Secular Talk is saying U.S. government lies, says Iran is working with Al-Qaeda. All right. I don't know. Some of you guys might be new here, and you might think that. Let's see. Who do we have here, by the way? In the live chat, we have Katie, we have Ian, we have Pyro, we have Music Guy, we have Troel here. Am I saying it right? Andy is here. Our Queen is here. Dolly is here. Hi guys. Hi everyone. All the fam is here. On Twitch, we have Selva Soha saying audio is great. Great. Awesome. Yeah. Bish is saying, oh, shall we yes, that's true. Atheist Ertugrul is here. All right, guys. So if you're new here and you might think like, ooh, Armin is going to be defending. Oh, by the way, this was recorded when Pompeo was still in power and Trump was okay. Let's watch this. If you think that this is not black, a lot of you, even the people who are my fans, okay, think very black and white. Okay, if you think like anti-Trump means that everybody that is saying something against Trump is correct, right? Pro-Trump means that no, and so for example, if somebody's pro-Trump, that means that because I'm extremely anti-Trump, then everything that comes out of their mouth I have to disagree with. If you think like that, then you're gonna get confused. I see sometimes our own fans, right? Because I have like spoken. Like, let me actually be clear with you guys, right? Some of you guys, even when I speak against somebody, and I really like hate on them for something they said, and then you assume that I'm gonna do a live stream on them, and they said something, and you go like, "Oh yes, let's go at this guy." And I'm like, I'm actually agreeing with them right now. This is a stream from me. You're like, you guys like what? Some of you are like, what? You guys like, you just think like it's either something is all bad or is so it's all good, right? And this is going to be one of those examples where I'm going to show you how I'm extremely anti-Trump, okay, and Kyle Kulinski is extremely anti-Trump, but I show you how his anti-Trumpism is so black and white, and he just doesn't get it. Okay, I just gonna have to give you some level of nuance here, so you guys could see that just because you're anti-Trump, you don't have to believe. You don't have to end up being the propagandist for the Islamic Republic of Iran. Okay, just don't let your anti-Trumpism. Look, I'm anti-Trump, but I don't end up defending Islamic theocracies just because I'm anti-Trump. Okay, don't be like Kyle. Don't be like Kyle. Okay, don't be like I hate Trump so much that I ended up defending the Ayatollahs. Okay, don't be like oh, okay. And he might say he doesn't do that, but I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys what's happening here. Okay. Oh my god, this is gonna make me so upset. This is gonna make me so upset. Yeah.
Because Mike Pompeo gave a speech.
Oh, look at this. Shannon Cunningham is saying, "Oh, okay, this is dumb. See y'all." Well, yeah. So we haven't even started, and this lady decided that. And they leave it like, oh my, yeah, okay, as if like, what a great loss. No, guys, we have to end this live stream. Shannon Cunningham decided that she doesn't want to watch this. Like, guys, what's the point of continuing, right? Shannon Cunningham is not into what we have to say, and she didn't even know what this live stream is going to be about. Look at this, probably a Trumpist or something. Guys, let's end this live stream. Shannon Cunningham doesn't want to watch. Anyways, okay, let's see what Kyle has to say.
All right, everybody get ready and buckle up, because Mike Pompeo gave a speech this week that honestly should terrify you, because it's a sign from the Trump administration as to what they're going to do next, or at least what they're heavily, heavily considering.
This was right before the end of the Trump administration, right? Like, I think a week before it.
Al-Qaeda has a new home base. It is the Islamic Republic of Iran. As a result, bin Laden's wicked creation is poised to gain strength and capabilities. We ignore this Iran-Al-Qaeda nexus at our own peril. We need to acknowledge it. We must confront it. Indeed, we must defeat it. Now, I know this news will come as a surprise to many Americans. We had Al-Qaeda on the ropes after 9/11, thanks to sustained efforts of our brave soldiers, intelligence officers, diplomats, NATO allies, many others who worked tirelessly to defend freedom. There are far fewer Al-Qaeda operatives in Afghanistan today than there have been in decades. That remains true. This is an enormous tribute to American resolve, American ingenuity, American leadership, and frankly, raw American military strength. That effort drove Al-Qaeda to search for a safer haven, and they found one. The Islamic Republic of Iran was the perfect choice. Al-Qaeda has in fact carried on a relationship to Iran for nearly 3 decades.
Unmitigated, brazen, grotesque, over-the-top lie.
What do you guys think? Before I tell you what I think, what do you guys think right now about what Pompeo said and what Kyle said? Hold on, let me see. Let me just get rid of this. There we go. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I'm going to agree with Kyle, or I'm going to agree with Pompeo? Let me see. Matthew saying, didn't we used to support? Okay, so Matthew saying, didn't we? Who are you? Are you American, Matthew? I don't know what you mean by we. Didn't we used to? Whoa, that was a T-shirt sale. Didn't we used to support Al-Qaeda? It's funny and sad how things change. Who is we? Guys, do you guys assume everybody knows that you're American? Sunni fundamentalists in a Shia theocracy? Good question, Luke. That's a good question to ask. Ian saying Pompeo is right. Ian, where are you from? Luke has had the best answer. Luke is saying, I don't know. Okay, Matthew is American. Okay, Matthew, you're doing what most Americans do online, and they assume that they are the center of the world. So when you say we, nobody knows that you're American. So you don't act like everything. Okay, don't act like Americans are the de facto country on the internet is the USA. Okay. Oh, there we go. Delhi is good. Screw both of them. What the heck? All right. So here's what I would tell you. Yes, that's a T-shirt sale. By the way, link to our T-shirts in the description if you guys want. That every time you hear that sound, I didn't know what that sound was for a while. Like I was like, what is this sound? Is somebody like every time I hear this cha-ching sound, I was like, is somebody donating to us? Is that like what is that? I know it's money related. Like, what is this sound? I kept on like turning everything on and off. I didn't know what it was, and then realized, oh, that's a T-shirt sale. Okay, so now I know what it is. Okay, so DTR saying you won't agree with anyone because it's not clear. Okay, so here's the thing. My answer is that I would not trust Pompeo on this. I mean, come on, are you serious? Like, it's the freaking Trump administration. Of course, I'm not going to trust this guy. Okay, I'm not going to trust it. Am I going to say with 100% certainty that he's lying? No, I'm going to say with 99.9% certainty that he's lying. But is it? Okay? Like, I know that I think it's based on something which we will get to. But I think he's framing it. My guess, and this is a guess, okay, based on everything I know about the Islamic Republic and Al-Qaeda and the Trump administration and this idiot right here, is that there is something to what he's saying, but he's exaggerating and framing it in a way that would want to justify his own agenda, which is probably, I don't know, his own political agenda in the future. Okay, like, he's framing it and he's exaggerating it in a way that is inaccurate, but is based on something. Okay, so I wouldn't go, but let's see that's what I guess. Okay, and I'll show you why I think that. But before we do that.
He's a liar. He's lying to you, and he knows he's lying to you.
Okay.
This is the exact same playbook that the government used with Iraq.
You don't know that. Okay, look at the way I'm talking. By the way, guys, I know about Iran's politics way more than this guy, okay? And I would not talk with this degree of certainty, right? Even if I say like, let me let him speak.
What was the original argument? What was the original argument before the Iraq War? Oh, Saddam Hussein is working with Al-Qaeda and Osama bin Laden, and he's giving them cover. And he's taking care of them. And they have an alliance, and they have an allegiance. And that's why we need to go after Saddam, because he's at least partly responsible for 9/11. That was never true. That was wrong from the very first claim at the very first second.
Yeah, but if you said you knew that it was a lie before you had the evidence that it was a lie, you were an idiot even back then, even if it ended up being a lie. Do you understand how this works, guys? Yes, that was a lie. But if you claim it was a lie without having any evidence that it's a lie, and say that I'm not guessing that it's a lie, but I'm 100% certain that it's a lie, even though you have no evidence, then you're a moron and you don't know how skepticism works.
But they ran with that, and the media didn't push back.
So what is his reasoning? Because they lied then, this must be a lie? Because they lied then, this must be a lie? Again, I'm saying this as somebody that doesn't believe Pompeo, doesn't trust anything from the Trump administration. As somebody that doesn't believe anything from the Trump administration, I don't think like this, his line of reasoning works. Just because when you don't trust somebody, you say like, I'm not going to believe you. You don't go make a claim that it's a lie. Okay? You don't go and claim like, you don't say that let's say you don't trust A. A says something. Your response, and because you don't trust him, you say like, well, A said something. A is not trustworthy. Therefore, I don't believe A. You don't make your own claim. I know A is lying. Do you guys know the difference between withholding belief and making your own claims? Do you guys understand the difference? I mean, this is the foundation of atheism. Is the difference between Gnostic and agnostic atheism, right? Atheists should know this better than anyone else, okay? But they don't.
And they kept building on the propaganda. And then eventually it became too obvious that it was fake, and so they had to change the argument. And it went from, oh, Saddam is working with Al-Qaeda to Saddam has weapons of mass destruction and he might use them on us, to eventually it was just Saddam's a bad guy and a dictator, and if you don't want to do the Iraq war, you're pro-dictator. They had to keep moving the goalposts because they're fucking liars, and they kept being exposed as liars. Not by the media, by the way. The media was doing their propaganda every step of the way. But this is the exact same playbook for Iran. Guys, anybody who knows anything about the Middle East, even...
Tell me, Kyle. Tell me, anybody that knows anything about the Middle East. Okay, this better be good. Anything that knows... And so Kyle is telling us that he knows about the Middle East. Okay, let's see. No, oh my God, no. Okay, look at this comment, by the way. Kyle is a good guy, Armin. What does this got to do with him being a good guy or not good guy? You could be the best person and an idiot when it comes to certain topics, and you could be a bad person and have the best takes on a certain topic. And you're saying one of the best and has been politically consistent, especially in Saudi and Emirates. Yeah, congratulations for being a human. Anybody that hasn't been anti-Saudi's war in Yemen is a monster. So I don't even know. Like, wow, congratulations for taking off the basic thing that takes for you to be human. Like, what the hell? No, his takes are like, look at this. Look at the level of nuance you guys have. Because you like someone's takes on something, you cannot comprehend that they could be like disaster, like be idiotic on a certain topic. You guys like somebody, you're emotionally attached to them, you like them as a person, therefore you cannot comprehend that they're an idiot when it comes to a certain topic. That's the level of nuance you have, some of you guys have in the live chat. Because you like their takes on something else, and because you think they're a good person, therefore you calling them out when they're wrong about something is unimaginable for you guys.
Iran. Guys, anybody who knows anything about the Middle East, even
Okay, anybody that knows anything about the Middle East, this better be good. This better be good.
the tiniest bit about the Middle East will tell you what?
What?
Al-Qaeda is fundamentalist Sunni.
Al-Qaeda is fundamentalist Sunni.
They're Salafists
Okay.
or Wahhabists.
Oh, don't tell them that. They don't like that. They like Salafists.
Iran is a Shia theocracy.
Okay.
Not only are they not allies,
Okay.
they are mortal enemies.
All right. Yes. But
You have a Shia theocracy and, Sunni fundamentalism.
okay. The idea that Sunnis and Shias will never work with each other because they are enemies is absolutely ridiculous, okay? And the fact that Al-Qaeda and ISIS are anti-Islamic Republic has a lot to do with the fact that they're anti-Shia Sunnis, but it's not just about them being Sunnis, okay? I don't know if Kyle knows this, but Hamas, guys, correct me if I'm wrong about this, okay? Last time I checked, Hamas is Sunni. No? Hamas is Sunni. Last time I checked. Hamas's main supporter, both financially and other resources, is the Islamic Republic of Iran, which is, last time I checked, correct me if I'm wrong, Shia. So this idea that because they're Sunni and they're Shia, that means they will never be able to work with each other is ridiculous, okay? So it's true that Al-Qaeda working with Iran is more insane to imagine, more ridiculous to imagine than other like Hamas and Islamic Republic. But this idea that because this is Sunni and they're Shia, there's no way for them to work with each other is an idiotic suggestion. And for you to suggest that, Kyle, means that you have no idea what you're talking about, because you should know Hamas and Iran work with each other, and Hamas is Sunni and Iran is Shia. So you're full of crap, Kyle Kulinski. There's a lot more. Again, I'm not denying that the Shia-Sunni divide is a large component of that, But then it goes a lot. There's a lot more to it than that. And Al-Qaeda and Iran, even though they are mortal enemies, have been helpful strategically to each other, but most of the time unintentionally, but sometimes intentionally. Just sometimes, very few, but sometimes, okay? So there is a way for enemies to use each other against other enemies. For example, when Assad, do you think what do you think ISIS will do to Assad if ISIS gets their hands on Assad? Right? Do you think Assad and ISIS are allies? Why do you think Assad let go a whole bunch of ISIS sympathizers from prison? Sometimes your enemies are useful against your other enemies. So just because Al-Qaeda and Iran are enemies, that doesn't mean that the Islamic Republic of Iran wouldn't think about using them against their other enemies at certain points. All right, let's continue.
Iran is literally ahead of the United States in terms of who Al-Qaeda wants to wipe out.
True. However, actually, let me see if I have this prepared for you guys. Okay. This happened recently. FBI's most wanted Al-Qaeda second in command killed in Iran by Israeli operatives. Okay? You could go look at this. Do you want me to read this for you? Let me know if you want me to read this for you. Okay? But you could go and see what happened here. And again, when I look at the news, I do try to look at the background, and usually I go to their Wikipedia page and see if there's any right-wing or left-wing bias. And even Mehdi Hassan, it seems like to think like this news is not right-wing, so it's okay. So this is you could go. By the way, you could even go look at this guy. Second, this guy was Al-Qaeda. He was apparently in Tehran. He was apparently being okay. Let me actually read this really quickly for you guys. Okay. This guy is Abu Muhammad al-Masri. The 58-year-old is said to have been killed with his daughter, the widow of Osama bin Laden's son. Abdullah Ahmed Abdullah, Al-Qaeda's second in command, is reported to have been killed in Iran by Israeli operatives 3 months ago, going under several aliases, including Abu Muhammad al-Masri. The Egyptian-born militant had long been featured on the FBI's most wanted terrorist list. He was gunned down by two men on a motorcycle in the streets of Tehran on August 7th. At the behest of the United States, according to the New York Times, Masri was said to have been killed along with his daughter, Miriam, the widow of Osama bin Laden's son, Hamza bin Laden. The paper says Iran's officials news media identified the victims as Habib Daoud, a Lebanese history professor, and his 27-year-old daughter, Maryam. However, they claimed that those names were simply an alias. Okay, whatever. An FBI poster. Yeah, okay. So this guy, Masri, was a professional. I don't care about that. By the 90s, he's understood to have been one of bin Laden's closest associates. So this guy was one of bin Laden's closest associates. But oh my God, they're telling us who bin Laden is. Amazing. The paper cited intelligence officials as the source of. Okay, I don't care about that right now. Foreign ministry. All right, you could go read the rest of this if you want. Okay, but this dude was in Tehran, just chilling there. I mean, again, if a lot of people get triggered when I bring up a Wikipedia article, people are like, oh my God, it's Wikipedia. Guys, there's sources here. You could go check the sources at the bottom if you don't believe the Wikipedia article, just to see if the sources are accurate or not. So you could go look at this guy and see what the frick he was doing in Iran and why was he protected by the Iranian government and all. So I mean, I don't know if Kyle knew about this, but again, this guy was just chilling in Tehran, okay? Al-Qaeda's second in command before he was taken out, okay? In November 2020, in August 7th, in August 2020, he was killed by Israeli agents at the request of the United States. I mean, that's pretty good job, by the way. Great job, okay? So, does that mean that I believe Pompeo? No. Like, he's like, oh, it's now the center of Al-Qaeda. It's now they're finding a home base. I don't believe, like, I mean, is it impossible? No, it's not impossible. Is it likely? No, it's not likely. Is he exaggerating? Probably. Is it a chance that he's not exaggerating? Yes, there's a chance that he's not exaggerating. But is Kyle correct to suggest that there is no way for Islamic Republic to do anything with Al-Qaeda? No, they have a record of doing that, even though they are enemies. Okay? In fact, here.
Do you understand that? Do you understand that? That, like,
do you understand that, Kyle? Again, Kyle thinks like he just knows a few things about the Middle East. He just thinks like, okay, Shias and Sunnis. Shias hate Sunnis. Sunni means Saudi Arabia. Shia means Iran. Sunnis were behind 9/11. Shias, he thinks, are behind no terrorist attacks. That's what he thinks. So Shia's good, Sunnis bad. Sunnis we could be anti-Saudi Arabia so that we're not anti-Muslim. So we could just say every time instead of, and we're not anti-Islamic either, we just say Saudi Arabia bad, Saudi Arabia bad. And that's okay because we're so anti-American that any allies of America would also be okay for us to say bad. So because Saudi Arabia is an ally of the United States, it's safe for us to say, no, it's not Islam, it's not Muslims, it's Saudi Arabia bad, Saudi Arabia bad, okay? And it's Sunnis. He has this whole, he has such, he just thinks like everything bad happens from Sunni Islam and Shias are mostly okay. That's what he thinks, okay? That's how he thinks. And he just has that in his mind, and any amount of extra nuance that might challenge that world that he has built in his head, he's not either he's not aware of it or he's not looking for it, or if he's being, I don't know if anybody is bringing this, because he's been doing this for a long time. I don't know if anybody is bringing this to his attention, because he's so wrong because of this simplistic view that he has just makes him have such bad takes so often. Oh my God.
There's deep among Sunni fundamentalists, anti-Shia sentiment is perhaps even more than anti-American sentiment. Do you not understand that?
Oh my God, he keeps saying that as if he thinks he's so wise because he knows that Shias and Sunnis have a conflict. He thinks he's so wise. By the way, do you know it's the other way around as well? Do you know among like Shirazi Shias, there's such a hate for Sunnis? Do you know, like, do you want to frame it the other way as well? Because you keep making it seem like it's just the Sunnis who have so much hate in their mind.
I know a lot of you guys understand that. Anybody who knows anything about the Middle East understands that. But
that's not you, Kyle. You don't understand anything about the Middle East.
They're really trying to build the case that no, they're actually allies. And they've been for decades. He said they've been for decades.
Yes, there was records of Iran. No, okay, they're not allies. He's an idiot and you're an idiot. You're both idiots, okay? I mean, at least you are not malicious. Okay, maybe he's not an idiot. Maybe he's just malicious, okay? But yeah, you're better. Okay, you're an idiot. He's not. He should know better because he has intelligence reports. But they're not allies, but they have been using them for decades. Yes, they have been.
I'm just stunned at the nature of the lies that they try to get away with.
Oh my God.
By the way, there was an admission in that speech where he said, there's far fewer Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan now. So why are we there?
Because of Taliban?
He just casually...
Again, I'm not defending them being in Afghanistan, but the reasoning, the steelman of Americans being in Afghanistan. Again, I'm not for this position, but the point is that if they leave Afghanistan, the Taliban is just going to take over. Okay? Again, I'm not defending them being in Afghanistan, but that's not it. Oh my God. This is such a straw man of the reasons why people say they should stay in Afghanistan, which I'm not even for.
Admitted, like, yeah, so, Al-Qaeda's basically been defeated in Afghanistan. So why are we there?
Because Taliban is just, oh my God.
Why are we there? Why are we there?
And also, when you leave, the power vacuum could end up being a disaster. Al-Qaeda could come back very easily. They're just right there. They're just right there. They're like in the neighboring country. They're just waiting. Again, I'm not defending them, but that's why.
Because the original reason for going into Afghanistan was what? We got to go to Osama bin Laden. He's been dead for so long. Why are we there? Well, you got to make sure you get... it's not just Osama bin Laden that's the problem. You got to get Al-Qaeda. You just admitted that there's very few Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan. Why?
It's Taliban, you idiot.
Why are we there? The Taliban. Okay, but the Taliban is a guerrilla army. They're not just a terrorist organization.
They are a terrorist organization.
That's where they are.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean that they're not a terrorist organization.
You're going to defeat all of them?
No.
That's not even possible. So why are we there? Listen.
Well, okay. Again, I'm not going to go through the Afghanistan. That's going to open a whole can of worms. Okay. I'm not defending United States being in Afghanistan. This is more of a damn if you do, damn if you don't. So you might as well just get out of there. But the consequences of them pulling out could be really, really bad. Anybody that tells you they know what's going to happen when United States leaves, they're full of crap. Okay. But it could be really bad.
Then you get into the serious conversation, the real conversation, that a lot of this stuff has to do with the military-industrial complex, and, warfare is welfare in some respects. It's intricately tied to our economy. There's jobs tied to the military-industrial complex in 50 out of 50 states. There's tremendous amounts of mineral wealth, trillions of dollars of mineral wealth in Afghanistan. Opium, of course. In the case of Iraq, you have oil as well. Production shot through the roof after the U.S. invasion and during the occupation. I mean, the list goes on and on. There are financial reasons. There are geopolitical chessboard reasons. And this stuff is ugly, but it's real and it's true. And again...
Yeah, but you deny... All of that is true. All of that is true. What you don't do, Kyle, is for some reason, you seem to completely ignore all of the ugliness that comes from the Shia side and from the Islamic Republic side. You are good at pointing out the ugly from almost every side. The United States government, true, they're with you. Saudi Arabia, true, I'm there with you. Almost like, well, actually, you don't do that. The Houthis, you don't do that. The Gulf Arab countries, true, okay? Right-wing Israeli politicians, true, I'm there with you. That, but for some reason, you act like you're doing the propaganda of the Islamic Republic of Iran. Actually, let me show you guys something. I just remembered this. Let me show you guys something. Oh my God, this is too good. This is, oh my God. You guys would not believe this. Oh my God. I hope I could find this. Come on. You guys, I know some of you know what I'm going to show. Come on. Can I find this? There is one guy who keeps doing the propaganda for the Islamic Republic of Iran, and he keeps highlighting this guy. Oh my God, where is this video that I want? This guy makes so many videos, I can't even find the one that I want. Yeah, I can't find it. But I was gonna show you guys. Hold on, let me see. There are people who do defend the Islamic Republic of Iran, and this guy Oh, there we go. Here's one of it. Okay, there's two. Okay, so this guy, for example, he defends the Islamic Republic of Iran, right? And they keep highlighting Kyle Kulinski. They keep highlighting him, like, look, these Americans get it. The Americans get it. The Americans understand why the Islamic Republic has the right to do this and that. He's being so effectively pro-Islamic Republic that pro-Islamic Republic channels are using him as a way to show how even Americans get it.
Because it's a sign from the Trump administration.
Kyle, are you happy now? Kyle, are you happy you're being used by pro-Islamic Republic channels?
میگه زیرا نشانه ها از دولت ترامپ است که در گام بعدی میخواد شکار کند.
This guy is he's loving the fact that he's loving the fact that you're saying this. But there's another video that he had. I don't know if I could find it, that he was highlighting Kyle Kulinski, and in that video he was even showing how Kyle Kulinski was like drinking alcohol and was in a party. So like, look, he's not even Muslim. Look, he's not even Muslim. He's like drinking alcohol, and yet he still defends the Islamic Republic. Wait, I should. Oh, there we go. Look at this. Look at this one. Look at this. So he's like, here's another video showing how Kyle Kulinski is like, oh my God, look, Kyle Kulinski, like he gets it. He's defending the Islamic Republic of Iran. But he's like, now to show his audience how impressive it is that Kyle is like defending. Look, he's going to show people like, look, he's drinking alcohol. Yeah, but like he's drinking alcohol.
تو پارتیه.
Like he's having party, like he's in a party.
اینجا توی پارتی ها توی دیسکو نشسته داره از این بعضی از این دیسکو.
And then look, he's with girls. Like, look, guys, look, he's not even Muslim. Like, he's not Islamic, but he's defending us. He's defending the Islamic Republic. Like, if he gets said, what's your excuse? If he gets said, like, this guy is American. He's a Westerner. He's white, and he's like on our side. Like, guys, is this amazing, right? They think that. Like, look, he's like showing these pictures of him being in a party as proof that like he's not even like guys like
یعنی اصلا زمین تا آسمون با سبک زندگی بچه حزب الله جماعت این آدم جدایی داره.
Like he's not even like Hezbollah. He like even somebody who's not Hezbollah like is not from like part of this party of Allah. If somebody that is not even as part of the group that is a party of Allah can get defend the Islamic Republic, you must understand. Then anybody should understand that the Islamic Republic deserves to be that is in the right. So that's his argument. Okay. So, anyways, I just wanted to get on a tangent to show, like, yeah, great job, Carl. You're becoming your videos are being used by pro-government propagandists. But hey, let's continue.
Military industrial.
Oh my God.
Complex alone. Smedley Butler said it. War's a racket. This is.
Wait, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I need to use the washroom. Hold on. Let me put a banner. Armin will be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. I did wash my hands. Okay, I did wash my hands. Don't ask me. Okay. All right, come on.
This is a lot of the considerations. Now, I'm not saying that the justifications aren't somewhat believed, because they are. Some people that are part of this machine believe the rationalizations and the lies and the justifications, but they're just that. They're rationalizations and they're lies. So he's admitting there's few Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan, but he's not following that up with, and we're going to totally get out, because why the hell would we be there if there's few Al-Qaeda there? He doesn't say that. And also the deep irony of he's saying Iran is working with Al-Qaeda. This is at the same time that the U.S. government has been giving arms and money to jihadist elements on the ground fighting the civil war in Syria.
Wait a second. Okay. So, Kyle, if you understand, again, this is a criticism I have for the United States government as well, for arming some militias against Assad who ended up having ties to Al-Qaeda. And the ties were so apparent that they were just Al-Qaeda, okay? But hey, Americans in the live chat, Matthew, you're an American. Your government funded Al-Qaeda after 9/11. Hey, congrats, right? So after 9/11, your government knowingly used your tax money to fund groups against Assad that it's an understatement to say they had ties to Al-Qaeda. They were just Al-Qaeda, just like it's Al-Qaeda with a paint job and just rebranding it. And U.S. government like, oh, you're against Assad? Here's some weapons. Yay! Guys, I don't know if Americans know this. The people that did 9/11, after 9/11, American government gave them money and weapons and resources after 9/11. Okay, so yeah, that's screwed up, and I agree with you, Kyle, on that's messed up. But if Kyle can comprehend how mortal enemies like the United States government and Al-Qaeda, there are at times how they use each other against another enemy, so you can see, Kyle, it happens. Okay, it happens. Okay, these are enemies, and one of them is using the other one against another enemy. Okay, so if it can happen between United States and Al-Qaeda, why is it possible? Why is it incomprehensible for you for that to be able to happen between Islamic Republic of Iran and Al-Qaeda? Your government is capable of funding groups who are responsible for an attack on its soil, like on the greatest attack since Pearl Harbor on its soil. Your government is capable of funding the groups that are associated with that group. So if your government is capable of doing that, you think it's beyond imaginable for the Islamic Republic of Iran to do such a thing? Wait. You guys, Gustav, you haven't been paying attention at all. It's not, oh my God, Gustav, you're so out.
That's not my opinion. We have General Petraeus on the record saying, let's arm Al-Qaeda because they might fight ISIS. And of course,
yes, exactly. The Islamic Republic of Iran might have done the same thing, which seems like they have. They're like, let's work with them because they might fight Assad or Americans.
Of course, they also wanted them to fight.
Same logic applies to the Islamic Republic of Iran. The same not logic. I mean, okay, it is logic, but it's not humane. Okay, this is evil. But the same thing can apply to the Islamic Republic of Iran. The same thing that your government is doing, Kyle.
Fight Bashar al-Assad.
Oh.
That's not me.
DTR is telling me the banner is still on. Thank you so much. Wow, DTR was the only person that told me that. Thank you, DTR.
Saying it, the freaking Daily Beast mainstream publications reported that General Petraeus and elements of the U.S. intelligence and the U.S. deep state and the Pentagon, they were saying, let's arm Al-Qaeda because they could be our ally. What does that sound like? That sounds exactly like the 1980s with Ronald Reagan when they were fighting the Soviet Union in Afghanistan.
It's actually even worse. Okay, Kyle, I agree with you, but you're doing whataboutism. It's worse because when Reagan did that, the Mujahideen... Okay, hold on. He says
1980s with Ronald Reagan when they were fighting the Soviet Union in Afghanistan.
No, it's not like that. It's worse because the Mujahideen didn't attack the United States. Okay. It's worse. It's worse. It's a lot worse. Okay? If you want to be anti-United States government's policies, on this, I agree with you, Kyle. Okay? It's worse than what Reagan did because the Mujahideen never attacked the United States, and now you're funding people who attacked you. Yeah, now you're funding the people who attacked you. This is way worse. Okay? So, yeah, you want to call that out? Be my guest. I'm going to call them out as well. But you're doing whataboutism. You're pointing out how the Islamic Republic of Iran could be doing dangerous things in the region. They do a lot worse things without Al-Qaeda than they potentially are doing with Al-Qaeda. But you're doing whataboutism. You're like, oh, but what about United States? It did this and did that too. Okay. But stop defending the Islamic Republic of Iran. God damn it.
Let's arm the Mujahideen. And then eventually the Mujahideen broke up, became the Taliban and Al-Qaeda, and we had armed our enemies. We had provided material support to our enemies, the people who went on to attack us. So talking about the alliance between Iran and Al-Qaeda, which doesn't exist. Meanwhile, the U.S. has aligned ourselves with jihadist elements, not only in Syria, but we give multi-billion-dollar weapons deals to, Mohammed bin Salman and Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
As they're carrying out a genocide in Yemen.
Yes, you call all of that out, but this is whataboutism. Come on, every time the Islamic Republic of Iran is being called out, he has to bring up the crimes of the United States government and the crimes of Saudi Arabia, which you should do, but everybody should bring those up, but don't use them as a distraction for what the Islamic Republic of Iran is doing. God damn it, man.
Let me ask you a question. Who do you think is on the ground fighting the Houthis in Yemen?
God damn it.
The Shia Houthis. Who's fighting the Shia Houthis?
He's so pro-Shia.
Sunni militias. Who are the Sunni militias?
He's going to say Al-Qaeda and Saudi Arabia.
Let's think about that one. Al-Qaeda.
Okay.
So we're providing arms and money and support to Al-Qaeda on the ground in Yemen, on the ground.
Well, the way United States supports the fights against the Houthis is through Saudi Arabia, which is not Al-Qaeda, which is worse than Al-Qaeda, but that's not Al-Qaeda.
In Syria, as he pretends like there's an alliance with Iran and Al-Qaeda, when Iran's been fighting Al-Qaeda.
Iran has been fighting Al-Qaeda and using Al-Qaeda. Okay? Just like United States, just like you admitted yourself. See, but Iran has been fighting Al-Qaeda. Yeah, but you just said that your government has worked with Al-Qaeda. So, but what if I came into you and say but United States has been fighting Al-Qaeda. So, Kyle, if you think just because Iran has been fighting Al-Qaeda, that means I have never worked with them, then you just destroyed your own argument. Because I could come and tell you every time you're like, oh, we funded Al-Qaeda, we funded them. I could come up to you and say but United States has been fighting Al-Qaeda because they have been fighting Al-Qaeda. That doesn't negate the fact that they funded them somewhere else. It's Kyle, this is way out of your league. You have no idea and you act like you know what's happening in the Middle East. You don't know what's happening.
The guy who they just assassinated, General Soleimani.
No. If he defends, okay. God damn it! I can't take it. I don't know. Okay, guys, I don't know if I can. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna defend Soleimani. He's gonna defend Soleimani, isn't he? Is he gonna defend Soleimani? He's gonna defend Soleimani. Yes, he is.
He was one of the top anti-jihadist fighting forces on the ground.
Oh no. He was one of the top anti-jihadists fighting on the ground. Kyle. He was the top jihadi on the ground. You fucking moron.
And we murdered him.
Good. Guys, I am not, again, I repeat, I am not pro-Trump. The things that the Trump administration has done right can be probably counted on one hand. Not even. 3 tops, maybe 2. 3 or 2 things Trump did right. Everything else he's done is an absolute disaster. But if Trump did one thing wrong, not even Trump because he's an idiot, Trump administration. If the Trump administration did one thing right, not 3, not 2, just one thing right, even though everything else they did is an absolute disaster, if they did one thing right, was taking out Qasem Soleimani.
We assassinated him. The U.S. government.
Good. Thank you for assassinating him.
And we murdered him. We assassinated him. The U.S. government did that. The lies are so over the top, man. It's disgusting.
He was not anti-jihadi, you fucking moron. He was anti-democracy. He was there to fight.
But what the hell are they planning? Why is he giving this speech?
Okay, guys. I need to do something for you guys. Hold on, let me see if I have something. Hold on. I'm going to show you guys, he has such a hard-on. He has such a fucking hard-on for Qasem Soleimani, and it pisses me off. And I'm ignoring the things that I'm not supposed to say because of YouTube's algorithm, but I can't take it, okay? Okay, here. Okay, look at this. Anti-jihadi, my fucking ass. Hold on. Qasem Soleimani, huh? Qasem Soleimani. You want to defend Qasem Soleimani? Hold on. I'm gonna destroy Qasem Soleimani. For anybody who even assumed that, hey, maybe Qasem Soleimani was there to fight Al-Qaeda. Oh, maybe we shouldn't have taken out. He was a good guy. He was the anti-terrorist guy. Okay. I'm gonna dedicate some time right now to completely destroying the idea that Qasem Soleimani was there to do any good, was any positive influence, and was like an anti-terrorism force in Iraq and Syria and Afghanistan. Okay, let's see. All right, so who's this guy? This guy is a senior Hamas official, and he's talking about his meeting with Qasem Soleimani before he died, okay? He's saying the first time I met the martyr, Qasem Soleimani, was after I was appointed as foreign minister in 2006, okay? This guy is Hamas. Just Hamas. Remember, Hamas, Sunni. I traveled to a number of countries, one of which was Iran. I hope you guys think, by the way, in the live chat, I hope every single one of you here considers Hamas to be a terrorist organization. Is anybody here in the live chat right now that denies that? Okay, Atheist Ertugrul is saying, Armin, is the translation accurate? The guy is speaking Arabic. I speak Persian. Do you guys not know that I'm Iranian? But usually this channel gets the translations right. When I see the Persian translations, usually they're pretty good. You got Hamas. Okay, Hamas terrorists agree. Well, duh. Dolly is saying no. What do you mean no? Are you trolling me, Dolly? Okay. Oh yeah, Soha is here. Soha is here. Soha speaks very good Arabic, so Soha could tell us how good the translation is. Oh, okay. Soha is saying so far the translation is correct. Good. Soha will tell us if the translation is incorrect. I met the Iranian foreign minister and then some Iranian officials. The last meeting I had before I left was with Qasem Soleimani. So he went to Iran. His last meeting was with Qasem Soleimani. The meeting with President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad was a positive one. So before he met Qasem Soleimani, he met the president at the time, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. We made a number of requests, and he referred me to Qasem Soleimani. In the meeting with Soleimani, we said that our main problems were the wages of our government employees, people who needed social aid. And wait, hold on, what? Did I miss something? And the aid that had to be given to the people when a siege had been imposed on us after our success in the elections. The decision was taken immediately. Guys, we're talking about a government that every time their people need any form of assistance, they go from this through so many legal and bureaucracy and governmental hoops to get anything passed. And as soon as it gets passed, the execution of it takes years. And there's so many people that are involved in getting their own Iranian people assistance on the most basic needs when there's a disaster, when there's a disease, when there's a flood, when there's an earthquake. And usually, eventually, when the money starts going to the people, it gets this person, like all the people in the government from the top down, they all take their pieces, and eventually the people get like, well, we didn't get anything after but the same government, all of a sudden there's this one guy that decides the decision was taken immediately. This guy guys, again, this is not US propaganda. This is not anti-Islamic propaganda. This is Hamas themselves. This is coming from these people themselves, okay? These are people that are celebrating Qasem Soleimani. This guy is saying this as a way to say how awesome he was. He's saying the decision was taken immediately. What was the decision that was? Tell us, Hamas top official, tell us what decision was made immediately. I was supposed to fly out the following day. I discovered $22 million waiting for me in suitcases at the airport. We had agreed on a larger sum, but there were only 9 of us, and this is all we could carry. The reason why they didn't take more than $22 million is because the money was too heavy. It was too heavy. They couldn't fit all the money in. They couldn't carry all the money with them. That was their limitation. Okay? Each suitcase weighed about 40 kilograms. Okay. So that's one thing I wanted to show you guys. Let me show you something else, okay? What else should I show you, okay? Let me show you guys. Okay, this is again Qasem Soleimani shoving US dollars in suitcases and giving it to Hamas top officials, okay? Here, let me show you this one. This was Hamas. Now let's go to Afghanistan. Okay, so Soha speaks Arabic, Afghanistan speaks Persian, so I should be able to tell you if the translation. Okay, so Soha is saying the translation for the previous one was correct. Thank you, Soha. All right, so this one I should be able, this is Afghanistan, so I should be able to tell you if the translation for this one is correct. So this is an Afghan MP. Yeah.
قاسم سلیمانی
So Qasim Soleimani, as a representative of the people of Afghanistan. Okay, no, Qasim Soleimani, ... Now, when she's saying as a representative of the people of Afghanistan, she's talking about herself. I feel ashamed. So far that translation is correct. You know what? I will just tell you if the translation is incorrect. See, she's saying, I feel ashamed that Hamid Karzai says that he is sorry for such people. Such people mean Qasim Soleimani. So he's saying that Hamid Karzai is saying that he's sorry that Qasim Soleimani was killed. See, she's saying as a representative of the people of Afghanistan, she feels ashamed that he's saying that. It is clear to everybody that Soleimani was a man who committed numerous crimes in Afghanistan. Okay, this is actually incorrect translation because she said that he's a person that has committed the most crimes, not numerous crimes. She just said she said bishtarin jinayat. So she's saying this translation is actually inaccurate. Yeah, she's saying that he's a person that has committed the most crime. Maybe that's an exaggerated way of saying a lot of crimes. So, but this is, if you want to translate it literally, she said the most crimes, not numerous crimes. He brought about the deaths of at least 5,500 young Afghans. Okay, so when she says young Afghans, a lot of people tell me that by young Afghans, we're talking children here. So my understanding is that Soleimani and other people from Sepaya Pasaran or the IRGC use Afghan children as a way to, and other young men as a way to recruit for Fatimiyun, which is one of Iran's proxy groups, and to even take them to places like Syria to fight on behalf of Iran. So imagine your government, imagine you having Iranian government using children from another country to take them to go fight their wars for them, not in Afghanistan, not in Iran, but in a third country, which is Syria. And she's saying that this man took a lot of our young men to fight their wars for them. And at least 5,500 young Afghans were killed because of this man taking their youngs and killing. Okay, so Qasim is saying youth is more correct. Yeah, I know youth is correct here, but my understanding is that a lot of them were also children. Guys, I don't know why you're talking about the Iran deal in the live chat. We're talking about this item right now. This Bish is saying, thanks for these resources. It will make dealing with people caught up in the pro-Soleimani BS, which I'm shocked is still happening a lot easier. Thank you, Elon. I appreciate it, Bish. Thank you for saying that. Oh, yes, she is actually mentioning the Fatimiyun division, Lashkar Fatimiyun, in the framework of the so-called Fatimiyun division in Syria. Guys, like imagine imagine if United States went and took Mexican teenagers to fight their wars for them in Iraq. This is what Soleimani was doing. Soleimani was taking Afghani citizens to fight Iranian wars in Syria. Do you guys know what the disaster, like, do you guys know what the outcry would be if this is exactly the same. It would be the same thing as if Americans, because a lot of Iranians treat Afghanistan as this lower class, low wage, subhuman group of people that is in their neighbor that they could use, just like they just use them for low wage labor, and they treat them like the Afghans in Iran have been treated with such level. Afghans in Iran are basically like Mexicans in the United States, but a lot worse. They're basically like second class. They get treated, even by people who mean them well, they are treated like children, or like, I don't know. It's so disgusting. I can't even explain it right now, right? But you could see even the government treats Afghanis like lives that they could just waste for their war. That they're expendable. The Afghani lives are more expendable than Iranian lives. They go and find young, vulnerable people from Afghanistan, and then they brainwash them with Shia, Khomeinism, not even, a branch of Shia Islam, and then they send them to Syria to fight their wars that is not on behalf of even they're not even dying for their own country. They're Afghans, and they're not even dying for Afghanistan. These are Afghans that are dying for Iran in a foreign country that they have never even been to, that they have no idea what they're there for. They're just understanding, oh, this must be for Imam Zaman or Imam Hussein or whatever bull crap religious nonsense they fill their brains with. They're in a foreign land fighting someone else's war. The same things that Kyle criticizes United States for, he doesn't see that the Islamic Republic does that 1,000 times worse. Saying 1,200 men are still missing. All right, I have more. Okay, guys, I have the most damning of it. Let me give you guys the most damning of them all. Okay, how about that? Just to show you. Should I do a little bit more, Kyle, or do you want to guys see the most damning thing I have against Qasem Soleimani and how he was? People are like, well, I know he wasn't a saint, but he was fighting Al-Qaeda. Was he now? Was he there? Was Qasem Soleimani in Syria to fight Al-Qaeda? What do you guys think? Was that his purpose there? I don't know. Let me see if I could find a good source for this. You know what? I trust this one. This one hasn't failed me yet. Atheist, I have AE is saying exactly. Soleimani was using children from Afghanistan's poorest, most disenfranchised minority groups. Yes. I am saying Mossad should seriously hire you. You're overqualified for that job. Mossad, look at Ayan, hire me. Ayan is telling you that. Yeah, Qasem, you're there. Fantastic, Qasem. You get it, Qasem. Okay. It was okay. I'm not gonna highlight you because highlight what Qasem said because that will spoil it. But Qasem knows what's up. But let me. Okay, let me see if I hope this is the right video.
مقام معظم رهبری به سردار سلیمانی فرمود که برو بشار اسد رو حفظ.
So he's saying, okay, that Khamenei, مقام معظم رهبری, he's saying Khamenei told Qasem Soleimani to go to Syria to defend Bashar Assad. Al-Assad. Assad or Al-Assad. They're saying Assad without the Al because they're Persian. They don't like the Al. By the way, this guy this guy is Mahmoud Chaharbaghi. This guy is one of the senior commanders in IRGC. Okay, this is coming, guys. Again, this is not U.S. propaganda. This is not from the Trump administration. This is not from Saudi Arabia. This is not from Israel. This is from the Islamic Republic itself, and it's not even a part of Islamic Republic that is competing with IRGC. It's from the IRGC itself, and it's not from a low-ranking IRGC person that just might have said something that they didn't know about. This is the top commander from the IRGC, okay? This is coming from themselves, okay? I'm showing you, like, the stuff that this guy is saying is so revealing that, like, the United States, like, CIA and Mossad were like, wow, this was, like, years worth of spying and intelligence wouldn't have revealed this information as good as these people are. Recently, Nasrallah, like the leader of Hezbollah, came and told everybody exactly how Qasem Soleimani sent the money. Again, Hezbollah, which is another terrorist group, explained exactly how Soleimani was using real estate and other ways to send the money. Like, I don't even know why they're revealing all this information, because it's so it exposes them so much, and it's going to help stop all this the funding from the Islamic Republic of all these groups, because they're now learning exactly how they're being funded. But anyways, it's hard to stop the cash though, like the cash in the airport with just the bags and all. I don't know how you're gonna stop that.
سلیمانی این بود که توی سوریه نگذاره دولت بشار اسد ساقط بشه.
So the main role, so he's saying that Khamenei got Qasem Soleimani to go to Syria to stop Assad's government from falling.
اون موقع هنوز داعش نبود.
Do you know what he just said? Do you know what he just said? Do you know what he just said? Anybody, I mean, you guys don't know because you don't speak Persian. He said at that time, there was no ISIS in Syria. He said at that time, there was no ISIS in Syria. So all the morons who keep telling you that Soleimani went to Syria to fight ISIS, and that's what he was there for. He didn't go to Syria to fight ISIS. He went there to defend Assad against all his enemies. ISIS ended up being one of his enemies, but they admit themselves that they went there to fight against who was there? Wait, when Qasem Soleimani went there to defend Assad, when Qasem Soleimani went to Syria to defend Assad, if ISIS wasn't there yet, who was Qasem Soleimani fighting to defend Assad? Who was it? I'll let you guys think about that, and then I'll answer it myself, because most of you are not going to get it.
اون موقع هنوز داعش نبود.
Saying اون موقع هنوز داعش نبودا. اون موقع هنوز داعش نبودا. He's saying at that time there was no Daesh there, you know.
مسلحین مخالفین بشار اسد
تو خود سوریه
که اینو باید تفکیک کنیم. من تو عرایزم خواهم گفت که فرقشون چیه، مسلحین و داعش. همینجا میگم مسلحین مخالفین بشار اسد بودن که قیام کرده بودن برای برکناری بشار اسد.
He's saying the people that were there, that basically Qasem Soleimani were there, were the people who were just that rised up because they wanted to remove Assad, right? Not ISIS.
اما داعش اونهایی بودن که سرزمین شام و عراق رو طلب میکردن، بعداً به وجود.
They're saying Daesh or ISIS came later.
من اولین باری که توی
All right, so actually let me see if any of you got it. Oh, hey, San Miguel TV. Guys, check out San Miguel TV. Subscribe to his channel. It's a very good channel. If you're interested in cults, he covers one of the most interesting cults. The Black Hebrew Israelites. He himself is an ex-Black Hebrew Israelite. So go check out his channel if you're interested in cults or Black Hebrew Israelites. All right, so you guys, okay, so Qasim got said. Okay, you guys, Matthew is lost. Okay, if you're lost, I'll help you out. I'll help you out, okay? I'll help you out, okay? Don't worry. Let me see if I could find something. All right. These people, let me see. You see these people? These are the Syrian people. You see? You see the clapping and dancing? These are the people who are this is like from 2012, okay? These are the people who were rising up in Syria against Assad, okay? Do they look like ISIS to you? Do you think ISIS sings and dances and claps like this? Look at this. These are the people who wanted freedom. They wanted democracy. They were tired of oppression.
Today I was
Here, let me find another one. Okay, let's look at this one. This one was a bit later, right? Actually, let me show you this one. This one has subtitles. This was 2011. Okay, so this one has subtitles. Look at this. Okay, so these were the people who were protesting against Assad. Okay, these are the people that they wanted democracy, they wanted freedom, they were protesting. They came out in such huge numbers. It seemed like it was so beautiful to watch. They were like, we're tired of the oppression, we want freedom. Okay, and they weren't even pro-American, guys. Like, they weren't pro-American. They just wanted, they were even anti-American, but they weren't. They were secular. They weren't religious. It was nothing to do with it. They weren't Islamists. Okay, they just wanted some room to breathe. They wanted to be able to say what they wanted to say. And these are the people that Qasem Soleimani came to crush. Get out, Bashar! Saying, get out, Bashar. Guys, do you think this is ISIS? Do you think these people are ISIS? The people that are dancing and singing in the street like this? Do you think Daesh dances and sings and claps? Oh, by the way, every time I say Daesh, I mean ISIS. Like freedom. Look at this. They're saying freedom is at the door. Do you think ISIS will sing "Freedom is at the door"? Trying to leave. Look, Kyle. They're not even pro-American. Look, they're saying Bashar was an agent of the U.S. Okay, they're not even pro-American. You could you get along with these people, Kyle. All right, you guys get it, okay? These are guys. These people were freedom fighters. These people were freedom fighters, and they say Qasem Soleimani was a freedom fighter. No, he wasn't. You fucking morons. Qasem Soleimani was there to kill these people. He was there to kill these people. Guys, they came out of buses with guns to shoot the random people in the street. There's reports I've seen. I remember this. There were thousands of protests in the street in Syria, and then all of a sudden these strange men out of nowhere came out with guns and just started shooting at everybody. There were Iranians. There were Qasem Soleimani's people. Qasem Soleimani was in Syria to kill freedom fighters. And here's the thing, ISIS was a gift to Qasem Soleimani. They were there before ISIS, and they were trying to hide it. When ISIS became a thing, that's when they became so transparent about that. They were there. Guys, when IRGC's top commanders were being killed in Syria, they had to smuggle their bodies back in Iran and come up with lies about why they died and where they died, because they were hiding the fact that they were in Syria. But when ISIS became a thing in Syria, then Iran came oh yes, we're in Syria because we're fighting ISIS. And they started bragging about it. They started telling everybody about it. But they were there before ISIS. They were killing innocent civilians. They were killing freedom fighters. They were killing unarmed people that were in the streets asking for democracy, asking for a representative government, asking for freedom of expression, asking for secularism. Secular talk. Kyle Kulinski, Qasem Soleimani, that you're defending with a channel called Secular Talk. Qasem Soleimani was suffocating secular talk in Syria. You're defending the man that gunned down secular talk in Syria. You're defending a theocracy, and your channel is called Secular Talk. Stop defending Qasem Soleimani. Be as anti-Trump as you want. I am right there with you. Be as anti-Saudi Arabia's government as you want. I am right there with you. Be as anti-Netanyahu and anti-right Israeli right wing as you want. I am right there with you. None of this should make you defend the IRGC, the Islamic Republic, and the murderous Qasem Soleimani. He is a terrorist. You're defending terrorism. Don't do that. Don't. Just stop it. Stop it. You're defending a man that has the blood of children on his hand. I'm not exaggerating. They use ISIS as a way to do demographic cleansing of Sunnis with accusations of them being ISIS or Wahhabi just because they were Sunni. They wiped out villages of some people. They destroyed their houses because they wanted to wipe out the Sunni majority of places. These are Iranian proxies did this with the excuse, anybody that is Sunni, they get accused of being pro-ISIS. And they use it as an excuse for them to wipe them out. These are the people that you're defending. Guys, this is an atheist channel that is anti-Islam, and I have to defend the Sunnis in Iraq, and I have to defend the Sunnis in Syria who are being oppressed by Shia proxies that are being controlled from Tehran. You guys think that terrorism is a Sunni thing? No, terrorism is mostly a Shia thing right now. Maybe you don't consider it terrorism because it's government funded, because it's government backed, and it has to be not government for it to be terrorism. Well, if it doesn't matter if it's terrorism or not, but it's semantics now. It's doing more harm. All the terrorism that comes from the Middle East started because of the Islamic Revolution in Iran. It's all a byproduct of the 1979 Islamic Revolution. It's because of Iran. It all comes back from Iran. Stop defending the Islamic Republic. Even the rise of Wahhabism was a response to the Islamic Revolution in Iran. Again, I'm not going to say it was all because of that. It's many, many reasons. There's many external factors. But a major part of it was Khomeinism, was the Islamic Revolution. Yes, Saudi Arabia has a major role. Yes, United States has a major role. But so does the Islamic Republic of Iran. God damn it, man. You have a secular talk channel and you're like your channel is called Secular Talk, and you're becoming the best non-Iranian pro-Islamic Republic of Iran propaganda YouTube channel, Kyle Kulinski. And you do that with a channel that is named Secular Talk.
He met with the head of Mossad recently. Why'd you meet with the head of Mossad? Are they really trying to plan an attack right before they leave office?
No, apparently not. You're wrong, as usual. Just like your prediction about World War III. This prediction is always wrong as well, Kyle. Pompeo is just trying to figure out, probably, again, this is all probably, he's trying to figure out how to he's probably like building connections with different people in the military industrial complex, and he's looking about his future political maybe he wants to run for president or something else, and he's just like trying to boost his resume with a whole bunch of people. That was probably what was happening there.
They're got like 9 days left. Are you really building up the case for an attack now?
I don't think so.
What are you doing? Or are you setting a table for
maybe here? Look at this, guys. Even right now, even after the war didn't happen, I'm still being skeptical about. See, this is how you do skepticism. Okay, I know way more than Kyle Kulinski about all of this stuff, but he speaks with such degree of certainty. And even now, I'm telling you that, hey, is there a chance that in the last 9 days that the Trump administration wanted to start a war with Iran? Yes, there's a chance. Yeah, there's always a chance. Is it likely? No. My guess would be Pompeo was just looking out for himself.
For Biden to then grab the football and he does the attack? What are you doing? I don't know what you're doing. But either way, it's scaring me. Because it leads me to believe the propaganda, they're really pouring it on heavy now, trying to say Iran works with Al-Qaeda to get everybody riled up. Seems like they're planning an attack before they leave office.
No.
For the love of God, I hope that's not the case.
It wasn't. Just like your World War III prediction.
Oh my God, that's the last thing I want. Because yet it would be worse than Iraq. It would be an even worse situation than Iraq. This is unacceptable, man. The neocons are a danger to the planet. They really are.
True.
And who knows what the hell Trump is thinking now that he's been slighted in 47 different ways, because he screwed over the Republican Party, and now it looks like Republican leadership like McConnell are turning on him. So he feels isolated, was kicked off Twitter. Who knows what's going on in that peanut brain behind the scenes? He might push the button just to cause chaos at this point. And it's on record that he wants to leave Biden with a mess. There's no better way to leave Biden with a mess than to start a war on your way out the door that he's then got to deal with. Oh my God.
Nope.
Guys.
I think you're underestimating the influence of Pentagon. No.
This should absolutely terrify you. This should terrify you. This should scare you. It really should. Mike Pompeo lying about Al-Qaeda and Iran and them working together.
To be fair to him, Pompeo exaggerating what happened is worse than Kyle's ignorance, okay? Because Kyle he's just clueless, okay? I don't think he has malicious intentions. Pompeo is somebody that has the best reports in front of him, and he knows what's up. And he comes out and says like, oh yeah, Al-Qaeda is now the safe haven for... No, sorry, Iran is now the main safe haven for Al-Qaeda. Like, okay, like we know that there's some collaboration going on, but safe, like they're allies now. I don't. Do you have evidence? Nope, just believe me. Like, I don't think you are the most trustworthy source of information, Pompeo. So maybe if you have something to back it up, nope. Oh, you're just gonna say it without backing it up with anything. Okay. So, and why are you doing that? Like, just 9 days before your administration is over, like to play with world politics in such an irresponsible way that Pompeo did, for his own political agenda and whatever connections he's building behind the scenes, to be that selfish, to be that irresponsible, that's evil. Okay, that's like Pompeo. That's an evil man. That's an evil man doing evil things, not an ignorant man. Okay, Kyle is an ignorant man. Pompeo is an evil man.
Where's the media on this? What? I'm an idiot loudmouth YouTube host, okay? I'm not special. I'm a dude with a mic on YouTube.
So Gustav thinks that I'm ignorant and Kyle is right. Yeah, Gustav, you have no idea what you're talking about. This Kyle is so fucking out, obviously wrong here. Look at this. Kyle is clueless. Yes, that's why in debates he is considered one of the best and very consistent on a regular basis. And he has owned many on Fox and other networks. Armin, stay in your lane. Gustav, you are so clueless. The things that Kyle are saying here are so obviously pathetically stupid that you have no idea. This is my lane. What I'm talking about is my lane more than any. This is my lane. Gustav, you say in your lane. You have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Kyle is good at many other debates, many other topics. He has done, like, yes, he's good when it comes to, I don't know, United States domestic politics. Sure, he knows his stuff there. On this, he's a moron. And Gustav, you're a moron. For you have no arguments. You have no points for why anything I said is wrong. But that's why this is your comeback to me. This is what you come back to me. Do you think Kyle knows more about this than I do? You have no idea what you're talking about. This is my lane more than any other topic, Gustav.
Why am I the only one that's talking about this?
Guys, imagine the people in the lecture. Imagine people like Gustav. After everything I showed you, after everything I showed you, and who Kyle is defending, and how he's being used as propaganda for the Islamic Republic, and how he's defending Qasem Soleimani, who is responsible for so many crimes in so many different countries. How I showed you without any excuse for you guys to think otherwise. How Kyle is full of shit here. After that, you have to be so dogmatically in love with the guys. Please don't follow me the way Gustav follows Kyle, because I'm going to make mistakes on so many other topics. Less on this topic compared to other topics, right? But don't believe me the way Gustav believes Kyle, because they want to suck his dick so much because they like him, because he was good at something else, because they like his personality, or because he won a debate against somebody else in something, or because they agree with him on something. These are people who are good. People are like in Gustav. People like Gustav. They're like in a cult of personality. They can't, because they like somebody, they just follow them dogmatically, and they can't imagine that they would say anything wrong. Okay, please, if you are a follower of me, don't follow me like that, because I can tell you I'm gonna make mistakes. Okay, even if I like you saw a debate of me and I did so good in another debate, don't be like, oh, Armin was so good in that debate, that means like everything he says is correct. No, I'm gonna be a dummy in a different topic for sure. Okay, don't be like Gustav. Be better than Gustav. Okay, Kyle is so obviously a moron on this topic, and if you can't see that, you're also a moron. Yeah, there we go. Bish is saying, I will never follow you dogmatically on sardines. Okay, Bish, you should follow. Sardines are good for you, okay? Oh my God, Gustav is an idiot. Say, look at his Twitter handle. His likes and dislikes, his views and mentions. The majority agrees with him. Okay, Gustav, you're either a troll or a moron. Oh my God. Gustav, you're trolling me. You can't be this dumb. Can somebody tell Gustav what appeal to popularity means? Can somebody link to okay, maybe we should get Soha. God damn it, man. Gustav, I know you're an idiot, but I'm going to prove to people why they should follow this channel, because even dummies like you, I have to educate. Here, I give you guys Gustav, good. I'll give Gustav. My God, Gustav, stop being so dumb. Is this the bandwagon one? Why is this not loading for me? Oh, there we go. Okay. This is the logical fallacy. Your logical fallacy is bandwagon. You appeal to popularity or the fact that many people do something as an attempted form of validation. The flaw in this argument is that the popularity of an idea has absolutely no bearing on its validity. If it did, then the earth would have made itself flat for most of history to accommodate this popular belief. Okay? I mean, guys, be better. Ayan, stop talking about that song. God damn it, you're distracting me, Ayan. Guys, be better than Gustav. Here. Gustav, be better than yourself. Learn your logical fallacies, okay? That's so dumb. You have to be... Gustav, if I were you, I would be so ashamed right now of myself that I don't even know the basics of logic. Oh, look at this. Gustav is now going with insults. He lost it. He's going with insults, and that's when you know you lost somebody. Gustav had a chance to be better, but now he's going with insults, so he doesn't have anything. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my, should I highlight Gustav? He's so ridiculous. Oh my God, Gustav, you're an idiot. Armin, you just mad and jelly that Kyle likes Iran. First of all, it's not about Iran. It's about the Islamic Republic of Iran, which is the government, not Iran itself, you idiot. Maybe learn the difference between the Islamic Republic, criticizing the government and the entire country as a whole, okay? He's defending IRGC. He's defending the Islamic Republic, okay? So know the difference, okay? I mean, religiously, I'm an atheist like you. Who gives a crap? Again, guys, people say like, I'm also an atheist. Who gives a crap you're an atheist? You could still be a moron like Gustav. Guys, just because you're an atheist, that doesn't mean you're smart. And Gustav is proof. You could be an idiot like Gustav, even though you're an atheist. You saying you're an atheist doesn't add any validity to your arguments. But learn to differentiate from politics. Learn to differentiate between politics. What are you talking about? Learn to differentiate between politics. What does this got to do? Gustav, you're such an idiot. I don't even know what you're referring to. When was the last time an IRGC member blew himself up? This is, okay, Gustav, if you think the only form of terrorism is suicide bombing, you're an idiot and you're wasting everyone's time. If you think the only form of terrorism is somebody blowing themselves up, then you're a moron. Okay, Gustav is a waste of time. I'm not going to highlight it anymore.
This. Like, I saw this was covered by like NBC and other outlets, and they just tweeted the video of the speech from Mike Pompeo. No context.
Kyle, if Gustav, even if Kyle is right, you're not a good defender of Kyle. Like, you're really embarrassing yourself.
Text, no explanation, no breaking it down, no dissecting it and saying this is not true. They just showed his speech. It was like, what do you mean? Yeah, Secretary of State is just talking. What's the big deal? He's lying to the American people in the same way that we were lied into the Iraq War. Don't you want to point that out? Don't you want? And by the way, with all the social media purges and banning people, if you're going to start banning people for lying or advocating violence, saying Iran and Al-Qaeda are working together and building up the...
Okay, they are working together sometimes. Jesus Christ.
Propaganda.
Hey, okay, here's the thing. Saying you're allies is a major exaggeration. And suggesting they're allies is a major exaggeration. And Pompeo is irresponsible. Okay, Pompeo, I wish Pompeo was an idiot because that would excuse some of the things he's doing. But no, he's evil. So, but again, just to summarize all of them, yes, they might be working with each other sometimes. See, even now with evidence, I'm still being skeptical. This is how, guys, watch me. This is how skepticism is done. Even with evidence, I'm saying they might be working with each other, okay? But Kyle, with no evidence, is saying Pompeo is lying. I think Pompeo is lying, but I say I think. So I'm doing skepticism, but he's so sure that he's lying. Be more like me and less like Kyle.
To do war against them, that seems like a worse lie than anything I've ever heard anybody from Stop the Steal ever say. By the way, they're full of shit and they're wrong about everything, right? The election was not stolen, it's not fraudulent. But as bad as that is, this is way worse.
What are we getting at?
Trying to get the United States of America into another war with Iran.
Again, you don't know that was, oh my God, you don't know that was the motivation to get into another war. Is there a chance? Again, yes, maybe. Is it likely? No, more likely that Pompeo was trying to build his resume.
Iran, building up the propaganda, and there's no fact check. Forget not pulling it down. There's no fact checking. There's no nothing. And just so everybody understands, I'm not actually saying pull it down. I'm in favor of free speech, but that actually, I'm objective on that point, and I'm principled. Only direct threats of violence shouldn't be allowed. But like, isn't it interesting how the U.S. government can get away with whatever the hell they want to get away with? When it comes to imperialism, when it comes to the empire. They get away with whatever the hell they want to get away with. They can say whatever the hell they want to say. Doesn't matter how big, brazen, bold of a lie it is. They can say it. So there is no real like objective ministry of truth that determines what's acceptable and what's not acceptable on social media. And people are pretending like that's a thing or like that can exist. It's just stupid. But where is the media to fact check this? Instead of fact checking it, they're going to do their bidding and they're going to help build up to war. And it's terrible.
There was no war. Okay, God damn it.
You guys have to go to freaking.
How many predictions have Kyle has to get wrong before people start believing in him? Like, how many? He has so many predictions like this that ended up not being true.
YouTube shows to hear people like me.
Oh my God. Oh my God, Kyle. Kyle. Why is everybody everybody wants the song? You guys want the freedom fighter? Fight. Okay, so many people. There seems to be. Play that song. Everybody wants me to play that song. Why is everybody asking me to play that song? All right, fine. Let's get the freedom fighters to keep. These are the people Qasem Soleimani crushed. Okay, let's remember that. This is why all these people wanted Bashar Assad to go, and Bashar Assad is still in power, and still oppressing people, and still torturing people, and still killing people, and these people have no democracy. And no freedom of expression. That Kyle Kulinski just finished by telling us that he's principled and is for freedom of expression. Well, Kyle, these people here have no freedom of expression because of Qasem Soleimani defending Bashar Assad and him still being in power. These people also, Kyle, you said you're principled and you want freedom of expression for everybody. Well, you're defending a man that denied these people their freedom of expression. None of these people get to say what they want as long as they're in Syria because Bashar is still in power. And Qasem Soleimani made sure he's still in power. Anyways, let's listen. This is 9 years ago when they still had hopes before Qasem Soleimani crushed their hopes. Okay, let's listen to their dreams. Let's listen to their hopes.
يلا ارحل يا بشار ويا بشار وحاجة تدور ودمك في حمام مهدور وخطأك ما له مغفور ويلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار ويا بشار وحاجة تدور ودمك في حمام مهدور وخطأك ما له مغفور ويلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار مساكن فترة حرامي شاني جماهير ورامي صاروا اخواتي وحمالي يلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار مساكن فترة حرامي شاني جماهير ورامي صاروا اخواتي وحمالي يلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار ويا بشار ويا من بس وتضرب انت وحزب البعث وروح صلح حب اللس ويلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار ويا بشار ويا من بس وتضرب انت وحزب البعث وروح صلح حب اللس ويلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار ويا بشار وطز فيك وطز يدي بحييك والله حياتك ويلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار ويا ماهر ويا جبان ويا عميل الامريكان الشعب السوري مدينان ويلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار وبدنا نشيل على بشار وبهمتنا القوية سوريا بدنا
Syria wants freedom. I think that's Huria. What's the freedom? Well, wait, I actually have. Yes. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Let me actually pay a little bit of attention to you guys. Terrell say, now I feel sorry for Ghost Bunny missing out on this. We should wait. If I play it before while we leave, maybe I should keep playing it in the background Will it play in the background as we leave? You hear this? You hear it? Alright. I'm about to go. Is it too loud? Can you guys still hear me? Alright. I'm gonna head out while this plays. Music guys say LOL. Armin dancing is my highlight of 2021 so far. Guys, this should be the official song. Oh yes, make it the Atheist Republic theme song. Okay, we're gonna have a Discord party soon. Our queen is managing that. Link to our Discord server in the description. We're gonna have a Discord party soon, so make sure you're over there. And we'll play the song whenever. This is gonna be our Discord party song, okay? Alright, I'm gonna head out. Alright, love you guys. Love you guys too. Alright, bye guys.
ويا بشر وطز فيك وطز يلي بحييك والله طلع فيك ويلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار